You think I'm really, something, you think I'm really weird, um, in the way I've got my chair in front of the camera, and I've chosen to stand behind it kind of thing. I'm trying to disguise my arm, my amputated arm. That's what I'm trying to do. Anyway, you all know that I'm a survivor of an acoustic neuroma that nearly killed me. And the whole thing turned out to be very stormy. The actual procedure of having it removed. I hemorrhage. And when this happened, I had the wrong vein or nerve, yeah, the wrong nerve cut, which has affected the right side of my face. I'm now 100% deaf, totally deaf. And my eye is also affected, my right eye. The vision isn't as alert, in that eye. My vision isn't as alert. And when I do speak, my mouth tends to move to one side, kind of thing. And I think that I've done quite well, because most people who are deaf on one side have difficulty in making themselves understood when they speak. But somehow I have managed to ride over that, get over that kind of thing. And anyway, following it all, I went into a coma. I mean, they actually had to do an incision because I had stopped breathing, and they had to resuscitate me as well because, I was dead kind of thing. And anyway, following it all, I went into a coma. And then whilst I was in the coma, they said, that's it, that's it. She's gone. She's not going to make it. But I did. I made it. I woke up. I woke up from the coma. And they kept me in there. I was in the hospital, 4 years, because I had to do, going to rehab as well, because I had to relearn everything, because I couldn't do a thing. I was a vegetable kind of thing. And anyway, after 4 years, they, discharged me back to my home. And social services did not give me the care package that I needed, I deserved, because the whole thing, the brain injury I received, was never recorded. Can you believe that? It wasn't recorded. So social services did not give me the care package that I deserve. I mean, even now, I'm still dribbling kind of thing. And then they've just recently changed my medication kind of thing. And anyway, it's made me the dribbles come back, and the numbness. My mouth is now numb. I've got no appetite at all. I mean, I do eat egg sandwich, egg and cress sandwich. I do eat that. Although I can't taste anything, I eat it. And I tend to eat grapes and blueberries, And fluid-wise, I drink water and apple juice and pineapple juice, and that's it. And anyway, something happened today, which got me thinking into past lives, past life regression, yeah. And I wrote this, a few lines, and um, it says, I wrote, something took place today which made me think the human race, not just the black race, are in big trouble. Now, are in big trouble. Now, unless a woman does not behave like some sexy minx, you know. And she can, you know, she cannot keep her man, you know. And unless a man behaves like some stud, he cannot have his woman. Real love has gone out of the window. No one is able to love anymore. It's a sad situation. And to get everything back in order, you know, for us to have any kind of normality, humanity, us, has to be reborn. We have to be reborn again, you know, start afresh. You know, no point sacrificing babies and people, you know, other human beings, other races and that sort of thing. It's not going to work anymore. It's been happening since time immemorial, you know, since time began. So now I think we have to sort of do something new. We have to have a new approach. You know, we can't go on sacrificing people anymore, any longer. It's not going to work. We need to think of something else, you know. And I've written something, yeah. And each time I cough, it feels as though I'm being hit with a brick on my head. That's what it feels like. You know, I have always got a headache now. I've always got a headache. Always nauseous, you know, feeling sick. Feeling that, you know, I want to bring something up. I want to bring things up. Sometimes I'm able to vomit, and other times nothing come out. Sometimes phlegm and saliva just comes out. But however, whether food comes back up or saliva or phlegm, I still feel terrible. I feel wretched, you know? Yeah. And and it usually happens after I've spent a few minutes or an hour on my computer. Yeah. And the tetanus has become a type, the tetanus has become a type of ringing sensation. You know, I can't say ringing. It's almost as though I can hear it afar. I can hear the sensation afar, so it's happening very far away, but nonetheless it's happening. You know, it's almost as though I'm being cold. You know, I'm being cold. You know, yeah, it's always there. It's always there. You know, day and night. And now I tend to wake up, you know, screaming, crying sometimes. You know, God knows what he must think, you know, my neighbor. Because, you know, it's very, you can hear a pin drop. You know, I can hear a pin drop in his blood. And I suppose he can do the same in my blood. And he spends his time listening. He listens to everything I do. So God knows what he must think, because I'm waking up all hours now, all hours. In the morning, 6 in the morning, 5 in the morning, 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning. You know, it's a weird times. I'm waking up, you know. I'm not dribbling. I got sweet. And yeah, the whole thing. And my tummy, I mean, my appetite is gone, kind of thing, but nonetheless I do still eat egg and cress, and my phone's going. I'm not going to answer it. I'm just going to let it go. And I do crave for fruits. I do have fruits, but not a lot, because I have this. My stomach is always full. You know, it's always full. You know, it's as though I've eaten a lot, and I haven't. And you know, the whole thing is just driving me mad. It's driving me mad because there's nothing the doctors can do. There's nothing any of the doctors can do, the GPs, you know. And my mouth now is constantly filled with saliva, you know, and it's numb. It goes numb. I can't taste anything, you know. My taste buds has gone. This person, how come this bloody person hung out? Anyway, I'm gonna answer. Sorry, people. Hello.
Good evening. It's Hyphen Cook ringing from my home care.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just ringing to say we've had a really hard time trying to find someone to come to you today.
Yeah.
2 calls. We don't have anyone to come this evening either. We found it hard to find someone to come for lunch call.
Well, it's bloody ridiculous. I'm not gonna take it. Okay? Because that's all you guys do. Lie, lie, lie. You lie up your bloody asshole. You know, all of you. You know? Anyway, I'm rather busy. That was my care agency saying that nobody's going to come to me. You know, I had no care yesterday. Yesterday I had no care at all, simply because they keep sending the same carers that I've told them I don't want them in my home. I don't want them in my flat because they filled with negativity. You know that type. You know, you can't talk to them. You know, you can't have a laugh with them. You know, it's ridiculous. You know, some of them, I think they were trained by Hitler. You know, they were trained by Hitler. And I refuse to have them in my home. And anyway, I know it's down to these 2 social workers. It's as though this Dion Charles and the one she got for me, this, what's her name? Ismak Aziz. The 2 of them, they work together and they want to be my social worker. You know, they think I will have them as my social worker after they've treated me in such a rotten manner. But the thing is, I don't think they can help it. That is how they will treat any man they have. You know? Treat the poor geezer like a bloody God knows what. You know? And expect the geezer to love them. You know, to stay with them. You know? Honestly, they have treated me appallingly. Appallingly. You know, they stopped me from having care. You know, care that I need badly. And they stop the carers I get on with. You know, the ones that make me laugh. They stop them from coming to me. You know, they don't want me to build up a relationship with any of the carers I get on with. And yet they're saying that they want me. They're now saying if I have them as my social workers, because the 2 of them will take it in turns, you know. And if I have them as my social workers, they'll forget about everything. They're making it look as though I'm the one at fault. You know, they're telling their managers a lot of nonsense, telling everybody a lot of nonsense. It's as though these 2 social workers are forcing me to do what I don't want to do. They must think because I was an abused child and I was an abused wife, they somehow think that is what I'm used to, abuse. Well, I'm not, and I will not have it from them. and I am categorically saying, denying their support, their help and their support. I don't want to see the two of them ever again. You know, one darky, you know, black shit, you know, and she's from the Caribbean, and she doesn't know who she is. She's completely forgotten. She's always got her head covered with ribbons, you know, and the one that comes from India, you know, the two of them, my God, honestly, I think Hitler trained them. Hitler trained them. You know something? What's been happening to me is I can only put it down to the fact that I must be going through the dark side of the soul. You know, the dark side of the soul. And the sad thing about it is that there's nobody available, no living being anyway, to hold my hand and guide me through it. You know, I'm going through it on my own. You know, maybe my spirit guides are helping me through it. I don't know. But, you know, I don't feel suicidal at all. And I don't feel frightened. Now and again, I do feel very alone, kind of thing, to the extent where I feel that I need someone to talk to, you know. Yeah. And you know, I was tested for vestibular disorders, which I've got, and I'm going to be tested for Meniere's disease now, because the two are very, very much related, kind of thing, but the symptoms are slightly different, kind of thing, and both disorders, you tend to, when they have a reason, you have to sort of stay in bed, kind of thing, and replenish your soul, basically, you know, just ride it out. You can't do anything, you just can't do anything but stay in bed, you know, and however long the attack might last, you just have to stay in bed for that length of time. And you just can't do anything, you know, your life just stops completely. You know, you just can't do anything, nothing that you enjoy. You're at a stage where you don't enjoy anything. You don't get pleasure in anything at all. You know, I don't know if you get pleasure in sex, I don't know, but anything else, there's no pleasure. You know, there's no pleasure in singing, there's no pleasure in writing. It's just no, I don't even want to listen to music. I mean, I do put on some classical and some healing music, that's it. But anything else, I just can't stomach anything else, you know, kind of thing. I just can't stomach anybody's voice, you know, listening to anyone singing, you know, yeah. And yeah. Well, like I said, I mean, having these two diseases, I call them diseases, because I mean, you know, it attacks you to the point where you're concentrated, or you have diarrhea, the rounds non-stop, and your stomach, there's this discomfort in your stomach aches like mad, and your head's always pounding, and it feels as though someone's hitting it with a brick, and there's no appetite, you don't have any appetite, and your mouth is always numb and full of saliva, and you just don't want to be around anybody. You know, you just don't want to be around other human beings. You know, so it's a very debilitating and isolating thing to have. It's not just the one, it's both the vestibular disorders and the menua's disease, you know. It's terrible. It's terrible. I mean, I had one care worker, a male he was. See, this is why I am happiest with the care workers I get on with, because they understand me, they know me. They will not say, they will not make suggestions like, oh, I'm going to call the ambulance for you, because the ambulance, the paramedics can't do anything. They can't do anything in A&E, because they just won't touch you if you've got vestibular disorders and Menue's disease. They just don't go there because they know they can't do anything. You know, they know all you need is lots of love, you know, lots of vetting, and the people don't have time to do that. And anyway, I had this carer here, and he said, I'm going to call the ambulance. I'm going to call the ambulance. You need the ambulance. I was trying to say to him, no, dear, I don't need the ambulance. I just need you to talk to me. You know, I just need you to talk to me. You know, honestly, it was as though he was Hitler. Hitler, you know, some African twit. You know, because these Africans now, they have no love. They have no love for people like themselves. You know, honestly. And he ended up calling the paramedics, and all they did was stab me. You know, stab me, that's what I call it. They say it's just a needle going through your arm, and they were checking for my diabetes and whatnot. But I call it stabbing. That's what they were doing, making me feel more pain. You know, anyway, I refused to go to A&E. I refused to go to A&E, and that's that. I know you're not supposed to refuse when they come. You're supposed to go along with them and go to A&E. But I said no, because I know just what they're going to do. They're going to put the cannula up my arm. And sometimes they get blood, sometimes they don't. And they twist and turn and, oh, they stab. You know, it's as though they're enjoying it. Bunch of sadists. That's what I call them, sadists. What was I? Yeah, I suppose I could cry all day and all night, which I do. Sometimes I do, because sometimes I really can't get any sleep at all. I have very, very bad anxiety attack. And I do get very depressed. I mean, depressed, but I never get the feeling of, well, I suppose I do. I say to myself, gosh, I wish I was dead. I wish I was dead. But I don't act on it. You know, I don't act on it. And, you know, I could cry all day and, you know, all night. But where will that get me? I do, but that doesn't get me anywhere. All it does is keep my neighbor awake, or my neighbors. You know, all it does is keep them awake. You know, and then, you know, when they see me outside, they think, oh, God. And say, why me? Why me? Why not me? You know, that's what happened to somebody. Someone has to experience the negative mishap in life. You know, I have come to believe in the past life. Yeah, that's what it's done to me. It's causing me to believe in past life existence. Yeah. How else can I make sense of my luck and misfortune? You know, You know, my life just went downhill when I reached 38. You know, no, before that, because I divorced when I was 30. Yeah, 30. And then 38 was when I had the operation. You know, the operation for the, you know, the brain tumor, to have it removed, the acoustic neuroma. So, you know, I have not had a life. I have not had a life at all. I mean, now and then I've had a bit of fun, you know, listening to music and being a dancer and, you know, doing performing and, you know, but it's never long lasting. You know, yes, of course, I've tasted everything in life. I've had a bit of pleasure, I've had a bit of sadness, and, you know, I've experienced everything, really. Yeah, yeah. But it's just never lasted. It's just never lasted, you know. You know, I'm still hoping to meet a man, you know, guy, lovely guy, and fall madly in love. I have what it takes. Well, I think I have what it takes to hold the attention of this this man, this dude, this guy, whoever he is. I feel we can make beautiful music together. This time he will not go astray, and I will not wonder or be curious as to what lies in the next garden. Oh God, it's about being satisfied with one's lot. You know, this song, I think I'm going to sing it to you guys, because I've done a new version of it, you know. It's I Bleed kind of thing, you know, that one, I Bleed. But I've just written a new version, and this version I've written is more sort of upbeat kind of thing, up-tempo. It's more like what Lil' Kim would sing, Foxy Brown, you know. Yeah, it's bleed down, bleed, bleed down, bleed, bleed down, with you down. Women bleed, women bleed, and this hair woman is bleed down. Woke up this morning, all I could see was that clouds surrounded by death and accompanied by darkness, creeping towards me. With them also were destroying angels, pouring down on me were hailstones to gather the heaviness of thunder, beating about and around. Good hearing penetrating deeply through my being. Echo, clickety-clack, talk, hideous noise, so loud, the life of bird. Looked below, and in the pits were different reptiles, lots of snakes. Come rescue me, 'cause I'm bleeding down. Please take my hands, hold me up, grab my hands and don't let go. When wolves growl, howling, cry the women, I lay down. Women bleed. Women bleed. When I use the animal wolf, I'm referring to a man, yeah? It's a metaphor for a man, yeah? Waiting to devour my soul. Save a wretch like me, 'cause I'm about to die, drowning, sinking down, down, deep into the ocean. Rough, rough waters, sharks didn't show an ounce of mercy, though they were swimming and seemed quite still. Then again, they were just looking. Wolf is fed and feeling content, then everything is fine. Woman is okay, I'm alright. When I say wolf is fed, I don't mean food. I mean sex, basically sex. Once they've had their food, sex in the way of sex, they're okay. Yeah, they're okay. Everyone's okay. Women bleed. Women bleed. I sense colorful flowers, green plants too, all wishing me well. And Mother Nature lifting, pushing, smiling too. Despair not, child, you're not alone. We are with you. Just knock on wood, knock on wood. And it's there, hold on. We're with you all the way. We're rooting for you. Come rescue me, 'cause I'm breathing down. Please take my hands, hold me up, grab my hands and don't let go. When wolves growl, howling, cry for women. I lay down, women bleed, women bleed. Hold on, we're coming as fast as lightning. No message getting to you. Rainbow shines as bright as the sun. The sun, waiting on the other side is a pot of gold. Ooh, ooh, I'll come out of breath. Ooh, amen, hallelujah, peace. That's it, my brother. That's it, my sister. Finito. Oh, God, finito. Bye-bye.